Welcome back, guys. Today we're going to be doing some NFL predictions for Week One. So we're just giving a prediction on who wins each games, and then we'll do a game of the week and an upset of the week.
Sounds good to me.
Yep. All right.
Go ahead.
First game of the week is Cowboys and Eagles. Uh, I have the Eagles quite easily.
Yeah, I mean this is an easy game to predict. Eagles coming off Super Bowl, bringing back Gordon Nicholas, their running back. They got their Jalen Hurts still. Gonna have a solid defense, and the Cowboys doing Cowboy stuff in the offseason. Just got rid of Micah Parsons. I'm sure that really affected the team's morale, getting rid of arguably the best defender in the NFL. And so I think the Eagles very handily win this game.
All right. Maybe in the future we'll put together some like score predictions or something. But since we're just starting this out, we're just choosing which team we think is going to win. Game two, this Friday night game, if I'm not mistaken. Chiefs Chargers. I'll take the Chiefs, but the Chargers can give them a run for their money.
Yeah, I'm gonna say something a little bit different. Like
Offense here. I think their offense is just still way better than the Colts offense. They're going to put up more points, and that's how you win a game.
Yeah, I mean, as much as I would like to give a little bit more credit to the Colts, I mean, I feel like the Dolphins' high octane offense, their coach is known for being creative on the offense side of the ball. When Tua is healthy, he's a really, really solid quarterback. I know that Tyreek Hill has something to prove. I just think that this may not even be a close game. I feel like that the Dolphins get out and they get off to the races. This game could get away pretty quick.
All right, next is the Steelers Jets. I'm choosing the Steelers. I'm gonna try to be unbiased throughout this series because at the end we'll have a tally and we'll see who wins the year. So I want every pick right, but I mean it's the Jets, so I'm still confident in my team there.
Well, we need to write that down at some point. Go back and do that or something. But anyways,
Yeah.
I also feel like the Steelers are in a much better situation. Again, I kind of like the matchup. Aaron Rodgers switching teams and not performing at the Aaron Rodgers level with the Jets. And I feel like I had in my top 10 quarterbacks just making the list. You can't count out former 3 or 4 time MVP of the league. I just feel like he at any moment can play like his old self and hopefully can put together a full year of little turnovers, a lot of touchdowns, and I think the Steelers they win this.
All right, Panthers Jags. This is a pretty close one. I view them as the same caliber of team, but I like the Panthers just a little bit more, so I'll take them. I don't know like the betting odds or anything, but I'm not going to say that's an upset.
Yeah, I'm going to go the opposite way. I think the Jaguars, if you watch some of the other videos, I'm high on them. I'm high on Lincoln. I'm high on quarterback Trevor Lawrence. I think that Liam Cohn being there has really opened up a lot of doors for him. I feel like this is it. I feel like they're going to step into their own and they're going to make a step in the right direction.
All right, Cardinals Saints is up next. I think the Saints will be the worst team in the league, and I'm really high on the Cardinals, so it's an easy choice for me. I think Cardinals will win by easily over a touchdown.
Yeah, I mean, I won't say like really high on the Cardinals, but I do think the Saints are going to be the worst losing team, and so for that by itself, I'm gonna lean towards Cardinals.
All right, Giants Commanders. You want to go first this time?
Oh, okay. He must be still trying to make a decision. I'm gonna go the Commanders. I just think that there's too much firepower. Um, Jaden Daniels just too much of an elusive quarterback. Uh, is very mobile. Has a lot of accuracy, and when he's on the field, I think that I have to lean in that direction.
You know what? Week one, I'm going to take the Giants to upset the Commanders. I think I'll have Jane Daniels coming out with a sloppy week with 2 turnovers, and I don't like the Commanders' defense. So I think the Giants will get off to a hot start and actually start with a win.
How are we doing this? Are we going back at the end and saying who our game of the week is and our upset of the week? So we're doing, or
Um,
are we going to say
I
it on the
plan on
spot?
calling it on the spot.
All right. So here's my upset of the week. I'm a Buccaneers fan, uh, but I also think that the Falcons have enough firepower. That's a inner NFC South game. The Buccaneers losing some of their wide receivers, not having Tristan Wirfs out there. I just feel like if there's a time that there's going to be an upset where one of these low hanging fruit NFC South teams is going to beat the Buccaneers, I feel like this is what it's going to happen.
Yeah. I don't agree. I'm taking the Bucks. I think the Bucks will be a 12 to 14 win team this year. I'm pretty high on them. 14 is probably too much, but it's somewhere in that range. Um, I think they'll have the best offense in the league. I'm really high on their offense. I think best overall receiving core if you're including depth. They have a great tight end, good quarterback, great running back room, good offensive line. I mean, they really have it all. So I'm going to stick with them.
Yeah, I mean, and I'm a Buccaneers fan through and through. I'm just saying when we talk upsets, I think it's things that we don't, you don't look at it and you see the clear picture of how it's going to happen. And I just think it's prime for that. Bengals Browns.
So this is my upset of the week, guys. I don't like the Bengals offensive line at all. I think Myles Garrett is going to start the year off really strong, record anywhere from 2 to 3 sacks in that game. I think he's going to be a game wrecker. And even with their offense not performing, the Bengals historically the past few years start off really slow. So I'm going to take the Browns.
I mean, I'm going to go Bengals. I mean, the Browns are still the Browns. They, there's so many questions from the quarterback room to, just the disciplinary action of some of their players. I just think that they're not even showing that they're a well-run organization right now, making some very poor decisions, in my opinion. The quarterback controversy, or situation just reeks of poor management to even bring that kind of thing together. So I just think that they're so disorganized. I think that the Bengals, just by virtue of showing up prepared, ready to play, having a clear direction of where the team's going to go, is going to catapult them to a win.
All right, next, I'm going to add a new little category real quick. This is going to be my underrated game of the week. So it's not going to be my game of the week, obviously, but I think it'll be a really good game between two teams that aren't super high caliber. So it's the Raiders and Patriots game. I think it'll be a really close, hard fought game. And I'm going to go with the Raiders to win. I think I like that offense a bit more than the Patriots offense. Even with, I mean, both teams have a lot of new additions offensively. But yeah, I'm going to go with the Raiders here.
Yeah, I mean, um, this is a hard game for me. I don't necessarily like underrated or overrated. I think that both these teams are going to be on the up and up. I think that the coaching staff that are on these teams is going to help elevate from where they were a year ago. And I actually think, when I'm watching this game, I think it's uh, I'm watching coaching.
Hmm.
That's what I'm looking at. I'm looking for Mike Rabel. I'm looking for
Pete
Pete
Carroll.
Carroll. and I'm trying to see what kind of improvements they've made and what kind of tweaks. So, but I can't lie to you, it's kind of hard. I guess I'll roll with. I think that maybe Pete Carroll has a little bit more to work with than the Patriots, so I'll roll with the Raiders as well.
All right, next is 49ers Seahawks. Week 1, the team is healthy. I'll go with the 49ers. I think their biggest concern is just health, and obviously they haven't had a game for anybody to get hurt yet. So they're coming in pretty healthy. At least their key players are. So I'll take them over Seahawks. Seahawks are a pretty good team though.
Yeah, I mean, I think I had them as one of my like dark horse people in our when we were ranking. I think the 49ers health dictates their record. They're coming in pretty healthy, and so I feel like that they're gonna probably dominate the field on Sunday.
Yeah. All right. Next is Titans Broncos. I think this will be a game that's not even close. Broncos, one of the best, if not the best, defense in the league against a rookie quarterback in his first game. I don't see that working out particularly well for Cam Ward. So I just think the Broncos will absolutely shut down the Titans, and the Broncos offense isn't too bad either.
Yeah, I mean, I'm gonna also go with the Broncos. I just think that the high caliber defense that they have is really gonna. It's gonna be old school Raven, Tampa Bay football. Like it's a lot can be. Um, there can be more mistakes on the offense side of the ball because of their defense.
Okay, Lions Packers. This is a really difficult one. Packers just got Michael Parsons, so I'm pretty high on them right now. The Lions are a team I'm a bit lower on than some people, but week 1, I'm going to take the Lions. I believe that the Packers will get better throughout the year with some chemistry. Their number one receiver is a rookie. Micah Parsons is new to the team. Just getting used to the schemes and all of that as players can be a little bit difficult. So I think the Lions will come out and win this week. Penei Sewell is also maybe the best person in the league to block Micah Parsons. So yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I hear Tyler. I kind of had this as my. He says undercover game of the week. I'm gonna call it my game of the week because I don't like that, and I know where he's going with the game of the week. So this is my game of the week, and for all those reasons he said, um, and to include that, yeah, the Lions or the Packers, the Lions had not had a lot of time to practice for Mike Parsons,
Oh, that's true.
and so I think that along with Micah being hungry, yeah, he may not be very schemish, but he is going to just be put out on the edge, and he's going to have a green light. And I think that even if he's not recording sacks, he's affecting the game in that way. So I think it's going to be a game of the week. I do think the Packers are going to come up short, but I think I wouldn't be surprised if the Lions fall to the Packers, though.
All right, so you're taking the Lions, right?
I'm taking the Lions, but I wouldn't be surprised if the Packers pulled off. This is my game of the week.
All right, next is
I'll give you a score. I can give you a score because I already said earlier about scores. 17-14.
low scoring. Nice. Next is Texans Rams. I actually don't know currently the status of Matthew Stafford. He might miss the first week. I'm not sure. But you know what? Either way, I'm going to take the Rams. So it doesn't even matter. I just like the Rams offense a lot. Even if Stafford isn't playing, I think they can put enough together to beat the Texas team that I'm not too high on.
Yeah, I mean, I don't. It's an uninteresting game to me. Like it's hard for me to get excited about it. Um, but I guess if I had to choose a side, I'd go to the Rams as well.
All right. Next is my game of the week.
As it should be.
Yeah, I mean, I I think this and the Lions Packers are definitely both game of the week material, especially since Lions Packers is a divisional matchup. But Ravens Bills, that's what I'm talking about. I don't know if I said it already. These are two of my top four teams in the league. Week one, I think Derrick Henry has a big game, and the Ravens beat the Bills.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I mean, I also, I wasn't going to say it's the game of the week because I knew Tyler was going to pull out the stop there. But I agree. I think, both those games. Um, the interesting part of this is this this could be something we see in the playoffs later on. AFC matchup in the playoffs very easily could be AFC Championship game, depending on how the season goes.
They played in the playoffs last year, where the Bills came out on top.
The problem I have is it's a little early in the season to be feeding the rock to Derrick Henry the way that playoff football is, for which I think gives the edge to the Ravens. It's a little early in the season to be wearing on those tires. So I look at it as they're going to try to keep the ball in the quarterback's hands, and with that, I think that Josh Allen is who I rather have slinging the rock around. Not the better athlete, but is a good athlete, and I trust a little bit more when he's throwing the ball, pushing it down the field. So I'm going to go with the Bills in an early season upset.
All right, here he gave a score prediction for his game of the week, so I'll give one for mine. I'll go 27-24 with the Ravens winning.
All right, I like that. That's good. That's a good score.
Yeah.
I mean, I do think they're going to score. So
All right. Last game this week is Vikings Bears. The Bears have definitely improved this offseason. They're versing a rookie quarterback in JJ McCarthy. I'm still taking the Vikings. I think they'll be a top 5 defense, maybe even top 3. They just have uh, an amazing all around defense. I still like the offense. The line is pretty good. They have Justin Jefferson, the best receiver in football. So even though it is JJ McCarthy's first game, and I'm a little bit nervous about that, I think they'll pull off the win.
yeah, this is another uninteresting game to me. So I wish I had more to say. What I'll say is I feel that um, the Vikings have slightly more offense power, and so um, I'm going to lean on that, and I'll also go with Vikings.
All right. Whenever we recap, we'll do a recap video. Probably toss it up Thursday before midday Thursday, and then in that video, I'll tally up our scores, and you'll get that update every week.
Who do you think is going to win that?
Yeah. Post a comment. Who do you think's gonna win?
Probably this guy because he pays way more attention than I do to football nowadays.
I like upsets though, so sometimes I get a little excited and choose too many upsets.
All right. Well, we appreciate you guys watching. Let us know if you have any more video ideas, anything else that can kind of bring a father son together
Yeah.
that you might be interested in seeing
All right. See you guys next time.
next time.